It's your boy, Triple Black, aka the number one stunner, aka the boss, aka three black hearses. It's murder. Anyways, um, man, I was just having a great conversation with my buddy earlier, and it was like this Valentine's Day shit. Valentine's Day, boy, it's a definitely a fucked up kind of holiday when it comes from the male perspective. It's really messed up. It's a messed up thing because the thing about Valentine's Day, it's either your pockets. If you're in a relationship, your pockets are getting hurt. If you're not in a relationship, your heart is getting crushed or hurt or whatever. Because it doesn't matter how tough you are as a man. There's somebody out there that has a little piece of you. Especially if you have a child or something like that. Somebody has a little piece of your heart, and when you're not with that person, I don't care how tough you think you are, how many hoes you get, somebody has a little piece of that shit. And the thing about it it's like, and they keep talking about the family unit, the family structure, and all this type of stuff, right? They love, one of the things is like, why can't these black men and all this type shit, or men and shit like that, get it together? There's no good men out there, and shit like that. Um, it's I have to tell a lot of women. I mean, this is the truth serum, and the thing about it is when you are honest about truth, you can use statistics, you can use that. There's going to be some type of deflection mechanism to kind of quiet you, to shame you, to whatever. Oh, you're bitter, you're deflecting, you're bitter, you're insecure, or whatever. And like, people make these videos all the time. And the thing about it is like, for instance, the family unit, like divorce. Like 80% of the divorce are initiated by women. By women. That's a high statistic. With marriages, you know what I'm saying? They said, like, probably like 65% of marriages end, but who is deciding to end most of those marriages? Is women. Usually with marriage, they come with family and shit like that. Things like you have, uh, and it's crazy because you have this feminist movement that is telling these women they have options and shit like that. Get some attention, girl, get your body, all kinds of dumb shit. You feel me? And it's really, really, really hurting the family unit. It's really hurting the family unit. You know, the family unit thing is almost a negative now. And what is crazy to me? What's crazy to me is a lot of this shit is normalized. It's fucking normalized. To be a single fucking mother is a normal fucking thing. To be a divorcee is a fucking normal thing. To be, even for a dude to have a divorce, it's a fucking normal ass thing. And the thing about it is like in our parents' generation and all that type of shit, those things had a heavy stigma attached to them, and now they're completely normalized, completely normalized. You know, and the thing about it, I was like looking at this, because I got a son, I'm separated, and and I was like thinking to myself, you know what? Let me evaluate my wife's friends, her circle, and like who she's around. And what do you know? All of them, pretty much all of them, are single mothers, divorcees, and all that type shit. Damn near all of them. I don't know all the people that, but they all had that damn trauma go through their life. And I remember, you know, when we got married, and then then the attack started from the outside, and and some, like, her demeanor in a lot of things, even nonchalantly talking about us breaking up, or all this type of stuff, was kind of normal. It's not that big of a fucking deal. It's not that. If every time I have a conversation with, like, this co-parenting thing is normal as hell. And I was talking to my friend, like, and I was like, man, damn, I grew up in a two-parent household. And you talk to a lot of people that didn't grow up in a two-parent household, and it's normal for them. It's fucking normal. And I'm struggling with that shit. And I'm like, damn, I wish I could feel like this lifestyle and what my son is going through is normal. But I can't. I'm not conditioned like that, because my sisters, my brothers, they all have families. Some of them might be blended, but they all have families. They're not. And the thing about it is like, a motherfucker might look at you right now and be like, suck it up, let her go, whatever, share that bitch, or whatever. It's like, this mentality now is fucking crazy. It's crazy. I just didn't grow up in that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, my mother and father, through thick and thin, were together. They were the fucking together. But, like, now it's like you have this it's this break culture. Like, I remember I was, like, watching, I was watching YouTube, and then they were talking about Dwayne Wade, and and what's the name, Gabrielle Union, and they were dating for a long time, and they took a break, and then he had a baby with someone else, and they got back together. Like, they needed a goddamn break, like, because of hypergamy. And we don't know who initiated the break. It could have been Gabrielle Union, because she wanted to sow her wild oats, or whatever. But the that whole culture, that whole way of thinking, is just kind of, it turns my stomach upside down. It turns my stomach upside down to think that you know there's going to be a point, when we divorce, I should be okay with another man raising my child. Oh my God, that shit is crazy. It's like I, to me, because the way I grew up, it makes me sick to my stomach thinking about that shit. But we live in a culture that it is so normalized that most people tell me, suck it up, you know, grow some nuts, or whatever, and you know, live your life, or work on yourself, or that. But I brought a child into this damn world. And and then I don't know, man. But the thing about it was, I was I've been catching some heat a little bit, from my previous significant other, whatever. And the thing about this was, I saw a lot of this stuff coming, and this this whole prolonged thing was initiated by the other side. And I'm like thinking to myself, it's like, why am I getting all this fucking vitriol from you when this is something that you wanted so bad? All your friends and all this type of people, the grass is greener on the other side. Go do this, girl. Go live your life and all this stuff. You wanted that shit so bad, not even saw it, but yet I'm the bad guy, you know. And the thing about it is, it's you have all these women out nowadays that shame, Like a dude. I shame a dude that don't want to fucking settle down, that don't want to, you know what I'm saying, get married or anything like that. You know, they just want to play the field or anything like that. Um, it's your fault. It is completely your fault. It's completely your fault. Because most of you guys will reward bad behavior. Like, you guys will reward bad behavior. Everything in your makeup, the way that you carry yourself, the people that you're attracted to, I'm talking about on a whole scale, that it's your fault. Like, you guys love the asshole. Like, you love the dude with a whole bunch of bitches. You guys love that. You know, but you don't, the guy that's there and he's, trying to do whatever he can, you know, working hard for you and all this type of stuff. You guys, most of you guys despise that guy, the good guy. You despise him. You don't want nothing to do with that guy. You hate him. You know, the guy that's trying to do the right. Y'all hate him. But it's like, in everybody, every dude knows, like, or been after maybe like a female or something like that, that, you know, you've been trying to get at her, you got your shit together, but the only thing is you don't got the scent of other bitches chasing you, or, you're Steve good guy, you're into her and all this type of shit. Those motherfuckers will avoid you like the motherfucking plague. Like, and they wonder why. Like, you start to wonder why you have all these dating gurus and all this type of shit. And then all they kind of basically do is tell you to be an asshole. To and it's really that easy. Be an asshole. Just be an asshole. Don't give a fuck and mirror their behavior, and you'll get whatever you want. And that's fucking true. It's really, but they got to disguise it up in any way that they want to. And if you are an asshole, I mean, you too will get laid. You too will have the pick of the litter. But you fuck around and try to be like some good guy and try to do some good guy shit, or be all lovey dovey and all that type of shit, man. Your ass, you might as well just jump off a motherfucking bridge, cause them bitches smell that shit. I mean, like, treating somebody right and being into somebody, or complimentary, or any fucking thing, like, just anything that seems like it's wholesome and good, or good guy, shit like that. I don't know. It seems like most females nowadays hate that shit. They hate that shit. I don't know what it is. Like, I don't even know what it is. It's like, because I remember when I was younger, and you find like a female, you compliment her, you compliment her, you say, "Baby, you look good," blah blah blah, and you in there, you take her out to dinner and all this type of shit like that, and then and next thing you know, you end up in a fucking friend zone and some bullshit, and then you find out she's fucking like the dude with like 10 kids and shit. And he, like, you took that bitch out. What the fuck? You're like, what the fuck? So you gotta understand why the fucking culture's like this shit, man. It's all your fucking fault. Like, um, shit. I don't blame any dude, Doug. I don't blame any dude that's a fucking dirtbag because you win. You're if you're an asshole, dirtbag, the worst of the worst, like even you liar, thief, you're going to fucking win. That's the fucking culture that we live in. And be like, and and the thing about it is women. It's women's fault. It's fucking their fucking fault. That's what the fucking thing is their goddamn fault. You know, it's like, and I really believe in family and shit like that, and I believe in having a foundation of family, whatever. And and women have destroyed that shit. I don't know if it's women. I think it's feminism. The I don't know. I mean, I can't really, but it's them. It's them. They. It's like the old saying is like, be careful what you wanted. You know, between feminism, equality, and all this shit, the state that we're in is like, ah, it's like the guy I was talking about. I talked about him before. His name Soul Immortal. Soul check it. I think it's called Immortal Minds. Or he has he talks about the 5% woman, the 5% woman, the virtuous woman. He's like he's like pretty much every other woman is throwaway for real. Honestly, he's spot on. There's probably like five from a relationship perspective, a marriage perspective. I'm not talking about, to each his own. There's somebody out there for everyone. But I'm talking about if you had like family, if you were family minded and you were like, building a foundation, only in this culture right here, only about 5% is worth a damn. Period. The other 95%, you're fucking wasting your goddamn time. Because there's just too much. There's just way, 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 way too much. Too many options. Way too much. There's loyalty is a foreign thing now. You know what I'm saying? It's like nothing. And the thing about it is when you tell the truth about it, you'll get typecast as this and this, bitter or insecure or whatever, and they'll put some type of label on you, just to kind of almost pacify you, or to not pacify you, but to kind of shame you or to shut you up. And it's unfortunate, but it's a reality. And the thing about it is a man nowadays really doesn't have any incentive for a family. Not really. I mean, you can go and drop your seed a whole bunch of places, but you know what? It's I don't know. You're setting yourself up to have a child that might have some issues, because the family structure is you will be hard pressed right now as a man, just like they say that the divorce rate is like 60 something percent or whatever, and like 80 something percentage of the marriages are ended by the woman. Think about that. So relationships, let's just say if you're lucky to squeeze out 10 years to 15 years or a child to become an adult, it's damn near impossible. It's damn near impossible to be able to do that, because it's just not in the makeup of today's woman. Because the thing about it is, if you get too soft, or you get lovey-dovey, or you get I mean, there. First of all, there is social media. So with social media, there is a guy waiting in the wings to replace your ass all the time. You got that. A lot of times, financially, they don't need you, so they don't need the resources. They got all this option, and then plus they got free ass attention on the internet. If they look any type of good, they can just drop a picture and they're gonna get all the attention. Oh my god, they're gonna get the thirst trap. I mean, they get all that free attention. And the thing about it is, what is besides money? Because people get in a relationship for three different reasons: money, sex, and emotional. With social media and the job and equality and all this those things, they don't need a man to achieve that shit. They don't. You got a sucker probably on the phone with them, all the time, talking to them, giving them that emotional support, all that emotional, shit, like all the damn time. So they don't need that shit. They make the money, so they don't need, the financial support of a man, and the attention, they get that attention all day, from the internet, and then hypergamy allows them to have sex. If they can just go on a penis carousel because it's just accessible, it's accepted. There's no stigma attached to being a whore. There's none. There's really none. There's really nothing at all attached to that anymore. To be promiscuous, there's nothing attached to it at all. You know, for men, it used to be expected. Now you got the whole equality shit to where they can be promiscuous too. Think about it. What do you need to really get in a relationship for? And if you get into a relationship, what really an incentive that you have to be loyal? And a lot of times a man requires some type of loyalty. You hear me? But anyways, man, it's your boy Triple Black, man. I need to get on YouTube more often. But anyways, man, holla at your boy. Make sure you guys like and share this